When you don't know how to celebrate life, you need others to celebrate you. After all, if you feel like you're missing out on the party, then you have to figure out a way to get invited. And what better way to get invited than to stand out? To give yourself a story so unique, so special, that others will have no choice but to see and hear you and recognize you for the wonder that you are. We all first enter this world effortlessly celebrating this mystery because it's impossible not to. The phenomenal world is phenomenal. When you don't have a personal story superimposing itself on existence. When existence is the only thing occupying your attention. Then nothing is ignored, nothing is overlooked, and every nuance of life is received with full awareness. Every current of wind on your cheek, every flicker of sunlight on the leaves, every passing car, everything is experienced as miraculous because nothing needs to be happening at all. Through these innocent eyes, the world itself is what's famous. The world is the celebrity because nothing is separate from anything. There is no greater or lesser, only a greater with no opposite. You come into the world already knowing how to celebrate life. No effort or interpretation is needed. Just to be alive is clearly a celebration in and of itself. Of course, for most of us, that party doesn't tend to last very long. Eventually, that innocence starts being replaced by a seductive collective story that claims there are rules on how one can party. The celebration that is life starts feeling less like a celebration and more like an obligation to perform properly. Naturally, it becomes hard to celebrate when you have to make sure you're doing it the right way. But how is it that the collective story is so seductive that we're willing to give up our innocence? Because early on in life, you started to believe that you should exist, when you already knew that you didn't. You knew that at the heart of you was conscious awareness, but you also knew that conscious awareness had no identity. You knew that there was no you within this field of awareness, which is why everything was unburdened by seriousness and so easy to celebrate. When the collective says that you should exist, and your experience of life says that you don't, then that's a pretty big void to fill. One that would require you to set aside your innocence so that you could prove you're worthy to celebrate life again. This is what turns life into a search to feel real while you move through life pretending to be real. Obviously, the irony here is that you as conscious awareness is what's already real. And so all of your attempts to seek and find realness are actually an attempt to reject it. You'll always be reminded that you're not who you say you are, because every time you stop thinking, you're not who you say you are. You're conscious awareness without an identity. This is why continuous thinking is a continuous attempt to stop disappearing into the void that you are. Fortunately, this act of futility can't go on forever. Eventually, your battle with reality will end, and the liberating truth of your non-existence will be realized and no longer forgotten. Don't be worried about not existing. It's already the case. You are the truth. And the truth, after all, is beyond existence. It's why it's eternal. That's why you're eternal. Only the truth, only what doesn't exist, exists forever. Fame is not a solution to your body and mind's impermanence either. Eventually your body and mind will be forgotten, along with everything the two of them accomplished. So why exert so much effort to have them be remembered? Why not use this precious life to focus on the one thing that can never be taken away? the one thing that's actually capable of appreciating what's impermanent, your innocence. We don't really want to be famous anyway. We want to be innocent again. But how do you become innocent again? Stop acting like a criminal. You'll know you're innocent again when you have nothing left to prove. When you no longer need to measure your worth. When you no longer believe that you can live life the wrong way. When the present moment finally becomes enough again, because there's nowhere else that's free. Innocence is forever waiting your return. It hasn't gone anywhere. The question is, have you?